It's over. Caitriona Balfe's husband bullying hell. Heartbreaking truth H is kept hidden for years. Caitriona Balfe, a famous actress of cinema and television, admired for her sharp beauty, elegant style and natural acting. In real life, she has a quiet and private life. But in this story, we will build a completely different fictional situation. Her husband, a fictional character, is a bully, a painful secret that he has kept hidden for many years. His name is Lucas Connolly, a name I gave him. A handsome, charming, and prestigious gentleman, appears next to Caitriona as the ideal husband. The public only sees a happy, secure family. But after more than 8 years of marriage, deep inside that halo is a dark secret. The story begins at a house party where a friend, Emma, accidentally discovers Lucas' psychological manipulation, abusive language, and implicit control over his friends and family. Emma, Caitriona's longtime best friend since college, is invited to dinner with the couple. At first, everything is normal, a fancy meal, wine, friendly conversation. But after a few drinks, Emma notices Lucas constantly interrupting and speaking condescendingly to one of the guests, especially his reaction when that guest expresses disagreement with Lucas. It seems that even a slight rebuttal can set Lucas off. He acts cold and sarcastic. "We're at my house, not a forum for free debate." That statement makes the atmosphere tense. After the party, Emma begins to recall small details from her many encounters with Lucas, the controlling gaze, the suggestive comments directed at those under her authority. "I think she's too free in her approach to the press. She needs to adjust her behavior accordingly," Lucas once told Caitriona's assistant. Emma realized that it wasn't just care, it was abuse of power. Emma gradually realized Caitriona's husband had been unwittingly influencing many people in his inner circle, not just his wife, but also friends, colleagues, assistants, and even strangers. Subtle bullying, isolating people verbally, putting them down, forcing them to be silent or to feel they were always wrong. Emma probed gently, the thread that revealed the secret. Emma decided to collect a little evidence, recording conversations with some people who had worked closely with Lucas, whose names were kept anonymous in the story. They told of the time Lucas called an assistant after a shoot, questioning every little detail, and then said, "If there's a mistake, I'll report it to the company." "Don't think you're innocent," a local reporter recounted. At a charity event, a reporter gently asked Caitriona about her social work. Lucas interjected, lowering his voice to the reporter, "You're just listening to his friend, there's nothing worth reporting." A former stylist recounted, Lucas would push stylists to work overtime and stay silent when they complained, then label them unprofessional. The accounts gradually painted a pattern. Lucas didn't attack openly, he manipulated with subtle contempt and emotional pressure. Emma felt a pang of hurt spread through her. Caitriona didn't know this, or maybe she knew it but didn't dare face it. Caitriona is suspicious and confronts her. Emma expresses her concerns to Caitriona in a text message in the middle of the night. Caitriona laughs at first. Lucas seems so thoughtful and gentle. But a few details and a troubled look on her face give Emma a sense of opportunity. Then Caitriona begins to observe the way Lucas talks to his assistant, the way he treats the production staff, how people react when he expresses dissatisfaction. She finds the recordings Emma keeps, listens carefully. Sometimes Caitriona feels pain. Have I misjudged him? But the most painful thing is when she sees the fear and silence in the accounts of those who have been in contact with Lucas. Caitriona calls Lucas into her room in the middle of a quiet evening. There is no trace of embarrassment on his face, but there is a subtle challenge in his eyes. She said softly, "How did you treat people at work? Did you really say such insulting things?" Lucas let out a soft laugh and denied, "You are talking nonsense. No man talks like that." Caitriona was silent, her eyes shining with pain and doubt. The truth exploded. Caitriona continued to investigate, gathering more evidence. She contacted a few people who had been affected and supported them to tell their stories safely. Recordings, messages, photos detailing Lucas's controlling attitude gradually gathered. A private meeting between Caitriona and Lucas became the focus. She brought out the evidence, saying in a calm but authoritative voice, "Remember, I do not influence anyone in the industry without sincerity." Lucas then revealed his true face. He shouted, denied everything and accused Caitriona of listening to rumors and hurting his reputation. He insulted her, blamed her, and told her to stop this. Caitriona cried, not because of what he said, but because she realized that the man she had loved for years was not who she thought he was. She confronted him. "You bully others, with your words, with your hidden power, and I happen to be the last one to see it." The words were like a sharp sword, impossible to retract.